actually sounds like thunderous applause, but we have made a decision on our program, at least for the foreseeable future, that we decided it would be better if we did not have a studio audience.
Yes.
At least just so we can see how things play out. However, we had some people. This is our staff, you guys. So if you were wondering how big is the 10 o'clock staff, this is it.
Yeah, pretty big or pretty small, pretty feisty.
We want to thank you guys for coming in. I know a lot of people still do kind of have to go to work.
Yes.
Some people are told they can work from home. There are certain industries in which people come. So I want to thank our staff, too. We do, because you guys show up, and we appreciate it.
And
so we love you.
We were just sitting here looking out at all of you being hilarious and making us laugh.
Yeah.
It's like, that's what it's about. You've got to find your community wherever it is.
Yeah.
And we feel, I can speak for both of us because I know this, so incredibly lucky to work with such awesome people that are positive and funny.
Yes.
And make fun of us.
Yes.
Joanne. She's not paying attention.
And here's the thing, too. I think more importantly now than ever before, if you're looking at your inner circle of friends, your community of people who you surround yourself with, if you feel there are people who are always negative, always talking about gloom and doom and all that, think wisely about who you surround yourself with, because there's that saying, you're the sum total of the 5 people you spend the most time with, so choose wisely. And especially when there is a huge world event like right now, you have to pick the people who lift you up, who are smart, who take care of you. Don't, if you're around people who go, oh my God, did you see? Oh God, did you hear? There's only so much that our hearts can withstand.
You know what I was just thinking as you said that?
What?
Not, I mean, by choice too, but because of work and circumstance and really, to me, luck.
Yeah.
Guess who one of those people is for me?
Oh.
I probably spend more time with this person than my own husband, and that's you. And you do bring me up from the moment I see you, so I feel lucky.
I wish Jerry were working.
I know, Jerry! No, but it's not. We have someone.
That's okay.
So our audience is filled with staffers. We have just started this program that has filled us up more than anything, being with people that have flown from all over the world.
Let me tell you, it touches us that you guys have come. And so what we want to let you know is the people who had seats here and you were thinking, I was scheduled, I waited for this day, we're timing is
Thank you.
Thank you. We're holding your seats for you. We're going to wait for you to come and join us, so you're going to have your place in our audience. But I think a lot of people probably felt the way that you and I felt, which is when we woke up this morning, it felt like there was a kind of tectonic plate shift.
Yes.
And I think it was because so many sort of weird things all happened overnight. I mean, first of all, the president addressed the nation, which was a big deal.
Yes.
Moments before an NBA game was scheduled to play, when the stands were full and it was almost game time, an announcement came over that said, actually, we're not playing this game. A member of the Utah Jazz has tested positive. We're asking everyone to disperse. Moments before, and that was just something that was so jarring.
We also found out overnight that Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson revealed they both tested positive for the illness. And I mean, Tom Hanks, I mean, he is this icon, which I think shows you, one, treat everybody with kindness. This isn't the type of thing that if somebody gets it, you think, oh, can you believe my neighbor got this?
Yes.
We need to make sure, because we have a history with pandemics. I for one, have studied a lot about HIV/AIDS. Yeah. And there was a time in this country that when somebody was sick with something, you would treat them less than.
Yes.
So I know that we live in a place, in a country where people are good at their core.
Yes.
So be kind to people.
And I think it was the thing about Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson they put out a post on Facebook and said that they felt chills and achy and fever, and they got tested, and they do have it. That was a brave thing to say, because in this day and age, again, it's like people are always questioning, like, does so-and-so have it? Is that one having it? Who has it? Well, Tom Hanks, like the man who defines like what America is, has it.
Yeah.
And he's talked about it, and he's going to take us through it.
And he's saying, he's feeling okay. Yes. And I think that's another important thing, because we've talked a lot about fear and how pervasive it is really in our society with this, but with everything.
Yes.
And so know that, for most people, you're going to be okay.
Yes.
and take care of those that might not. Like, we should be prioritizing, you know, the health of certain people and just making sure that everybody is okay in this situation.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are, you know, you have a cough, you have a sniffle, you feel a little achy, you're like, oh my gosh, do I have it?
Yeah.
You were wondering the same thing. Yeah,
When we woke up with this news, I went to bed right after the president spoke, woke up to all of these things, these news alerts. You know, you think like, oh my gosh, I'm sure I'm not
tons
alone.
Of people
waking up this morning, you know, having kind of this anxiety that makes you feel like,
do I have something? Could I have this? Yeah. And there's a lot of confusion about the testing. I mean, there are anecdotal stories about people trying to get tested, not being able to, and going to the ER and all that sort of stuff. But they were talking about if you decide to self-quarantine, like stay at home, and some people have to work from home. We learned some things today that we didn't know before. One is, you know, a lot of people are using Lysol spray to spray things down. And one of the things that most people do is when you spray it, you're like, sprayed it, now let me wipe.
Yes.
Well, they say the whole point of that Lysol spray is you spray it and let it sit as long as it can, because as it sits, it's killing germs.
Yes.
Once you wipe it away, you're taking it away.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, there are little things, that we can all learn, like, as we go.
Yeah.
And also another tip that they were saying was when you go out all day and you're out and about and you come home, on your clothes, on your shoes, you don't know what you're picking up because stuff lives on surfaces now, they're saying. They say when you get home, take your clothes off.
Yeah.
Throw them in the wash. So what? Put
take
on
off your shoes.
Take off your shoes. Put on slippers.
Do everything that you can.
Get cozy.
Okay.
And also another thing that they've canceled here in New York City is the St. Patty's Day Parade. And that's like the first time in 250 years. So I think there's this feeling of something, it's different today than it was yesterday.
You know, we talked about this yesterday that, you know, there's a lot of talk about social distancing, and a lot of people have to work. Some of you are joining us. You're still working. You're working from home. We hope you are.
Yeah.
You know, but the thing is, it's weird because it started this oxymoron. I feel like we need to take care of each other more than ever because anxiety is running high. And when that happens, people get, you know, a little on edge.
Yes.
So what can we do? Because you're not also supposed to be with people. So maybe it's like text that friend you haven't heard from in a long time.
I like that.
Or FaceTime somebody that you know might feel alone, somebody that's older and knows they need to stay at home. Like, come up with 5 creative things your family can do.
Yes.
And I mean, because it's weird. You want to be there for people, but you're not really supposed to be there.
Maybe you could even, I mean, I guess this is fine. Like, you could make a meal and like leave it on someone's front porch and just say, I thought you could use a home cooked meal, open your door, heat up at 350 and enjoy like something, because there are things, or even like writing someone a note, like something.
Sending somebody a book, buying a book from your indie bookstores that are really hurting right now. And say, you know, I know you're going to be aside for a little. This book reminded me of you.
You know what's funny? Joel and I went out to dinner last night because we hadn't had a date night in a while, and we went to a local restaurant, and we were thinking, God, I wonder if anyone's going to be out and about. Let me tell you something. The restaurant was full, and when we looked around, because, you know, when you don't go out for a meal, you are hurting without knowing the dishwasher, the waiter, the this, the that, the other. We walked in, it was full. We looked around at the tables. We enjoyed a meal. We laughed. We talked about some of the scary stuff, and we lightened it up. And I thought, you know, if you are okay, like,
you should be living. And also, you're going out with somebody that you love. He's going out with somebody he loves. You're sharing a meal, and you're feeling good.
And the other thing I learned, I was just there. I don't know if Joel's watching. He has to work from home, so
maybe.
Hey. But I was just thinking, like, how fortunate I feel to have somebody in my life who's very, like, calm, who's very measured, who that's how he's like, let's talk about this. He's not, some people go right to the panic button. And it just struck me. And I said that to him last night. I said, I can't tell you how much it matters to have someone who is like my most important person, who is like, let me tell you how we're going to, I've seen a lot in my life. Or this is what's going to happen at the end. It's just soothing.
You know, it's so funny because I've felt that way with Henry because I have I mean, I'm not that I panic, but I have a big personality. And Henry has always been this little rock. I mean, he's not little.
No,
he's tall. Don't tell him he's not watching.
By the way, he's
working.
6'3".
He's 6'3"-ish. But I always think like he is this rock that when things are hard or when things are beautiful, he's the first person I want to share it with. And so let's keep the beautiful things coming.
I love it. All right, guys, we got more to come. How to work through the rocky parts of a relationship. with the therapist from Love Goals.
Okay.
We need that too after this. Okay, you guys, welcome back. That what you're listening to, that is the best staff in television right here.
Is. And by the way, that's not even all of them. Some are here today, and we are so happy that they're here.
We have some folks in the front row. We're getting no airtime.
We have a couple.
Can we get our front row people?
We have a couple people right here. Yeah,
we don't want to leave out our front row people. Okay.
Yeah,
all right. So last night,
I was supposed to have this big party that you were going to come to celebrate the book club and the authors, really.
Oh, yeah.
And we canceled it or postponed it rather. We're going to do it again. But I got together with some of the authors that wrote.
They had flown in from all over. Yeah.
From all over. So I got together with Jean Kwok, Kara Wall, Nicole Dennis-Ben, and Etaf Rum. They all came. Etaf wrote A Woman Is No Man. Kara wrote The Dearly Beloved. Nicole wrote Patsy. And Jean, who is spirit in a person, wrote Searching for Sylvie Lee. They are lovely humans. And if you're looking for a book that will make you feel good, go to our webpage. I'm going to say we'll put them on there. These are good books that will take your mind off of what's going on.
By the way, I'm so glad you met with them because that's what a lot of people are finding. They're flying in for these big events and realizing they had
come all this way to celebrate their work. And so we got together, just a few of us. And you know what? Getting together with smart, fun people will bring you up.
Yes. All right. Speaking of smart and fun, do you remember The Bachelor, the finale?
Yes.
Okay. So we have a real question about in-laws and mothers and sons and daughters. So here it is. So the real star of The Bachelor is Peter's mom, Barb. Okay. So here's what happened. Peter, after lots of shenanigans, ended up picking a girl named Madison. Okay.
Yes.
So Madison was, and the mother, Barb, don't like Madison.
Yeah, she don't like her at all.
She don't like at all. Take a look at what she said.
Chris, he's going to have to fail to succeed. That's it. Chris, all his friends, all his family, everyone that knows him knows that it's not, it's not going to work. So we've been trying to help him. Would we want it to work? Yes.
Wow. Okay. First of all, one of my favorite things to look at as we've watched this for the second time is Barb's husband with the mustache who's just like, Barb. He's like, dang, Barb, didn't need to be so harsh.
Here's the thing. So people were weighing in. Some people are thinking, well, by Barb speaking out, she lost her son. Some people are speaking out and saying other things. So we got thousands of comments on Insta and Facebook. Some agreeing with Barb, others not. Debbie wrote this. She was out of line as a mother of 2 adult children. There is a fine line on how far you can push your kids. Parenting adult children is learning when to help and when to keep your mouth shut.
Okay, so on the other hand, Bella said, love that she said what she did. She is a mom looking out for her son. Sometimes we cannot see what our moms can.
Okay,
they both
it
have
seems
points.
to me like it was a bad idea to say that stuff.
Is that, and I don't know much about parenting older children because I haven't done it yet, but I'll say one thing my parents did that I thank goodness was I had some not great boyfriends.
Yeah.
And they never told me that. They just let them into our home and invited them to things and then waited till they could tell I was done.
But what if one of them was going to propose to you and you might have said yes?
Well, he had proposed to somebody else and broke it off a month later.
Right, but I mean, in your scenario.
Oh, okay, my own
in
scenario.
In your own scenario. If you were about to be proposed to and your parents did not like
I don't know. We never got that far because I think they trusted me. And I think if Barb had just said, oh, well, Madison, if Pete likes Madison, we like Madison. And then if she really thinks they're not going to be together, then they may not be together.
But doesn't he live with his mother?
I believe so.
Okay.
That's another difference.
That's another thing. So because, and also, if he does end up going with Madison, just imagine what, Thanksgiving and Christmas, just life. Can you imagine how horrible and awkward and terrible
you want him to, teach your kids and then let them go, which is a sad thing to do, but we're going to
And by the way, Barb didn't even flinch when she was saying all that.
No.
I mean, I would have been stammering and stumbling.
By the way, Barb's husband, I believe, I don't know, I didn't watch the whole show, but the man with the mustache, is that Pete's dad?
Yeah.
Pete's dad, there he is. Look at Pete Dad's face. He's like, uh-oh. He's thinking about Christmas. He's thinking about He's thinking about what's coming down the line, and he's like, this is going to be awkward.
Okay, right? Well, we'll let it all unfold and keep you updated.